So you want to buy a laundromat, but you're uncertain of how much money it can make you, and you're trying to decide if it's the right path to wealth and financial freedom. We're going to solve your dilemma in today's video by covering everything you need to know about laundromat revenue and what to look for so you could find a laundromat that will generate you wealth for years to come, and you don't even need to know anything about owning a laundromat or any type of business for that matter. My name is Tom Donnelly, and I teach people how to invest in laundromats for financial freedom and wealth generation so they can live a better and more fulfilling life. And with that being said, let's dive in. All right, let's cut right to it. Do laundromats actually make money? This question has a simple answer: yes, but you need to find the right one. I went from 0 laundromats to 3 locations that now generate over $500,000 a year, and today we're going to deep dive into one of those, so watch until the end and find out how I took this laundromat to $300K a year in revenue on its own. So if you would have told me 5 years ago that I'd be leaving my corporate sales job and would be buying laundromats, I would have laughed in your face. I mean, come on. Laundromats? Well, the proof is in the pudding and the numbers don't lie. I bought this laundromat with my friend Matt back in 2020, and it was making $159,000 a year. If you would have walked into the business, you probably would laugh and say, no freaking way. It looked like it had been through a war, paint was falling off the walls, the ceiling tiles were stained, and water damage from the roof was leaking through, and there were dozens of machines that were out of order. The owner lived out of state and was using it to offset taxes from other income he was making. The business had become more of a burden to him, paying for maintenance costs and unhappy employees, so after getting to know him a little bit on a call, it was apparent he was ready to sell. By the way, if you're enjoying this content, please like the video and subscribe, as I'll be releasing content regularly on this topic. So here is a breakdown of the numbers when we purchased this laundromat. It was making $159,000 in gross revenue each year. $68,000 was coin revenue, which was generated just from customers walking in and using the machines. Another $25,000 was fluff and fold revenue, meaning customers dropping off and having the employees clean and package their clothes for pickup the next day. Another $62,000 was off-site dry cleaning being done by a third party. And $2,300 was merchandise being sold like soap and laundry bags. Now, the total expenses: the laundromat had 2 employees, one of which still works there for us, and their salaries were $525 a week for the manager, $225 a week for the employee, so total employee cost was $36,000 a year. The lease cost was $1,000 a month, which came to $12,000 a year. Here's the total utility cost breakdown. So $7,700 for electric, $360 for garbage, close to $8,000 for gas, $15,000 for water, $2,000 for cable and Wi-Fi, which brings our total utility costs to $33,000. Other expenses being paid: $18,000 for the off-site dry cleaning, $2,100 for equipment, $6,000 for insurance, $14,000 for supplies, which brings our total cost to $40,000. Now we're at a total cost of $122,000. So this puts us at a $37,000 net operating income, which is taking the gross revenue minus the total expenses, and that'll give you the net operating income, which, if you take that number, divide it by the gross revenue, this is making 23% net profit. We also put in a few other costs that the other business owner wasn't including. So we put in taxes and maintenance at $1,000 a month for a $12,000 total a year. So we take our $37,000 net operating income minus the $12,000 of these extra expenses. We're left with a $25,000 net profit, which equals $2,100 a month in cash flow. Decent cash flow for a business that was falling apart with no upgrades, 0 marketing, old beat up machines, and loyal customers Not life-changing, but the place was still making money, needless to say, and showed a ton of potential. Now we had to come up with a purchase price based on what we knew about the net operating income the laundromat was making. So we used a 4x multiple of the net operating income, which is an average multiple to use when placing a value on a laundromat. So you take $25,000, which is the net operating income, multiply it by 4, and we came up with a $100,000 purchase price. A reasonable offer for a business that needed a full remodel with new machines and a new makeover. So one thing to note here, the seller had bought this place back in 2013 for $175,000, but because of the shape it was in and the work that needed to be done, we offered a fair price on what the income was making and didn't place any type of value on the machines because they were so old and beat up. So after accepting our offer price, we worked with the seller on seller finance terms, and after some negotiating, we came to these terms. We did a 10% down payment, which equals $10,000 out of pocket. So you take $100K times 10%, that'll give you $10,000. We negotiated a 5% interest rate on a 7-year term. That brought our monthly payments to $1,272 a month, including principal and interest, which comes to $15,000 per year. So we took our current net profit, which is $25,000, and subtracted our monthly payment total for the year of $15,000, which now brought the annual cash flow to $10,000. Not impressive when you just look at the numbers, but we saw the potential of what this place could be with a new makeover, and we were willing to put in the work to make it happen. With a $10,000 initial investment, this purchase was a no-brainer. So after doing our own research on demographics of the area, population size, and the location, we projected this place could gross revenues of around $250K a year and gain back a lot of the customers who were no longer coming here because the place was in shambles. We completely beat our projections, and in my next video, I'll be covering what it took to make this laundromat the best in its market, how we won back customers, added additional revenues, and are now making over $300K a year in gross revenue while not having to come out of pocket more money to make it all happen. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'll be releasing regular content on laundromats and other investments that create wealth and financial freedom. Thank you for watching.